BGNARLEY till I die. Mic check 1 2 to the 3 4 5. Nick Tunes up next with the broadcast live.
What's up, Grommets? Grommet Vomit, brought to you by JB2 and LaJ. And today's show's sponsors are Mocha America, Virginia Beach, and Coastal Edge.
We also got Yoga Hair Skateboards and Woodward because they're hooking us up with a free trip, which is amazing. We're going to do a podcast and everything. And our awesome guest, 1, 2, 3, Matt LaJ.
That's me.
Matt LaJ.
What?
You got it, Matt LaJ.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Well, what do we call you, Mr. Matt, Mr. LaJ?
Just call me Matt. How about that?
Matt?
All right, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Let's go
Matt,
with Matt.
how
That's
about
my
that?
name. So we may as well
All right,
stick with
Mr.
my name.
Matt.
Unless you guys want to rename me or give me a nickname or something.
Hot dog.
Hot
Hot
dog.
dog. Hot dog.
Matt.
So, Mr.
What's
Matt.
up, guys?
We're going to call you
Yeah.
Matt. Matt.
All right, I will be referred to as Matt.
Well, Mr. Matt, how did you first get into parachuting?
I first got into parachuting because one of my best friends when I was younger said, "Hey, do you want to go skydiving?" And I was like, "Nope." And he was like, "Come on, I'm going for my birthday." And I was like, "Have fun." And then I kind of thought about it a little bit more, and I thought it'd be a lot of fun. And one of my best friends dragged me out to a skydiving place, and I went once, and it was way cooler than I thought. And I got really curious about it. I said I wanted to do it once by myself because the first time you do it, usually you're attached to somebody. And I did it once by myself, and then I only got more curious, and it just kind of took over my life.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what is the difference between base jumping and skydiving?
Ooh, good question. Skydiving, we jump out of planes or helicopters or hot air balloons, something that's off the ground and far away from the ground. And it means that you have more time in the air. Base jumping is when we jump off of something that's attached to the ground and is
Like
lower
a building?
to the ground.
Like a
Like
building?
a building. Like you saw at Jackalope in Virginia Beach, right?
Yeah.
We jumped off a building there, or an antenna or a bridge, or where I live in Utah, I jump off a lot of cliffs.
Oh,
Cliff?
nice.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
do you think the highest one was?
The highest cliff? Or the highest thing I've ever jumped
Highest
off
thing you've ever jumped off. Let's just say that.
of? Probably about 5,000 feet, and it was in Norway. There's a big monster mountain that has a big cliff, and you can fly all the way down it. Yeah, it was in Norway, one of the prettiest places I've ever been.
1,000?
5,000 feet, almost a mile.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It's one of the prettiest places I've ever been. And I've jumped off big buildings that were over 1,000 feet tall, so bigger than buildings in New York City. And I've jumped off stuff all over the world.
Wow,
Oh, yeah.
that's amazing.
I saw that one video of you earlier today. So you jumped off the building that was above the clouds.
Yes, I saw
Yeah.
that. I saw that. I
You
saw
saw
that
that one
today.
too?
Yeah, it was
I
awesome.
Sweet.
saw it.
Yeah, that was actually my apartment when I lived in another country.
Your
And
apartment?
that was
Actually,
my apartment. That was my patio. Yeah, so I got to wake up, have breakfast, look outside, and was like, wow, that's really cool. And I was moving out of that apartment soon, and what happened happened.
one way to get down, and
That's
it's
right.
not the elevator
Not waiting
Okay.
in line.
Okay, I'm moving. I don't really want to go into the elevator because it's gonna take an hour. Why not just base jump?
That's right.
Did you get in trouble?
Nope. No, that was a place where a lot of cool things were happening at that time, and they kind of encouraged and supported and let us do all kinds of crazy things.
Oh, nice.
My dad
Oh.
actually used to parachute in the army, but
sweet.
he's too scared to talk about it because he lost the last 2 wars. We lost.
All right, cool.
Do you do anything to prepare for your jumps?
Yeah. So just like anything else, I do. The most important thing for me is making sure I'm safe. And the easiest way to make sure I'm safe is I look over my gear. I don't know if you guys. I've never been any good at skateboarding. I tried it, but I always wipe out, and I don't understand how you guys do what you do. Do you guys check your skateboard gear, or is it pretty much it just works?
When
yeah, I
we're
do.
when we're
Kinda,
going
yeah.
to the house, we
Uh-huh.
are going to a skate park. We check to have all our gear. Sometimes we miss something. Not really often though.
Gotcha.
Also,
It's probably
Yeah,
similar. Yeah.
Before I go to drop in the vert, I like check my truck, make sure no loose bolts or anything. So
Yep.
like while I go, my wheel doesn't fly off or something.
Yeah,
that
that'd be
happened
crazy.
once. That happened
That
once
happened
to
once?
me. Yes.
What? In invert?
No, I was like just
Okay.
ollieing up something, and the wheel was came off just really fast. But
Ouch.
like it's scary because I'm pretty sure it was off because I felt a little like ding ding, and
Uh-huh.
then I was just riding for about 30 seconds, really fast, like
Oh
really
wow.
fast.
Yeah,
And
Crazy.
I aired,
that'd
and
be
then it
pretty
fell off.
scary.
I was like, if that fell off when I was going fast, I could have face planted.
Yeah.
You did
Scary.
it faceplant? I thought it for sure was going to end with an epic wipeout.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I landed it though. Like the ollie. It was very sketchy, but I landed it. I
Cool.
think.
Heck yeah. Well, similar to you guys check your boards, I guess. Yeah, I check my gear. That's the first thing I do to prepare for a jump. And then it depends what type of jump. Like, so first I need to make sure my gear is perfect. Then I need to make sure that, I don't know, I pay attention to weather. I pay attention to my feelings, and I make sure everything's just saying this is the time to do it. And
Yeah.
then I try to make my brain calm down, and I try to stop thinking about all the crazy feelings of being nervous or scared, and I just try to focus on like what I know I have to do. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys know that feeling. Don't think about all the things that are trying to freak you out, and just focus on the little tasks you have to do, and that's
Yeah.
it.
You're right.
What advice do you have for anybody that's like skydiving or base jumping for their first time?
Listen to your coaches.
Nice.
Yeah, when you're new at something, it's super exciting, it's super intimidating. It does come with there's a lot of nerves, anxiety, excitement, all these crazy feelings, and there's a lot of coaches that will help you along the way. And sometimes people are so confident or excited that they forget to listen to the more experienced person. And it's just important to make sure you're getting good coaching, listen to them, and don't forget that the reason you're doing it is to have fun. So have fun.
Yeah.
Bet.
And
Yeah.
which one, like out of base jumping and skydiving, which one do you like? Which one do you think you like more?
Ooh, good question. For me, that's a no-brainer. That's an easy one. I have way more skydives than I do base jumps. I have over 11,000 skydives, but I have about 1,700 base jumps. But I love base jumping way more. I like base jumping because it's in the outdoors. I mean, so is skydiving, but I get to go to really cool places. Like I said, climb up mountains and jump off them.
Yeah.
And that's super, super, super cool for me. And I
Yeah.
like it. I like them both. They're both super fun.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like how it is for me on surfing, skating, and snowboarding. I like them all.
Yep, I understand.
Yeah, I have a couple sports, or well, I have 2 sports, and I like them both. So
Heck yeah. A lot of ways to have fun in this world. May as well enjoy them all.
skateboarding
Yeah.
is my life. It's my life. But
There
I
you go.
love both of my things. I love rugby and skateboarding a lot.
Yeah.
Rugby. You're a wild man. Stay away from him.
What's the like scariest skydive you've ever done in your life? Like ever?
The scariest skydive I've ever done in my life?
That's like when your parachute doesn't
Ooh.
What?
Oh, you want to know about like the crazy things that have happened, huh?
Yeah.
So I've never hurt myself. I've never hurt anyone else.
You better knock on wood.
Oh, that was my head. So I've never hurt myself or anyone else, but so when you skydive, we have 2 parachutes, right? We have what we call our main parachute. That's the primary one. That's the one that we're going to attempt to use first.
And then
The
that
little
little
one.
one, the little one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, kind of. I think you're talking about what's called the pilot chute. Are you talking about the little
Yep,
one that pulls
the little one on
parachute
top.
off?
Yes.
Ah, the little one. So the little one is called a pilot chute. And it's not, it is a parachute, but it's a small parachute. And that parachute is actually used to pull the parachute off our back. So we throw it into the wind when we're going really fast, and then it pulls the parachute out of our backpack. And that's parachute number one. That's all part of the first parachute.
So it's like a starter.
Exactly.
Like
It's a starter.
starter.
That's a great way to
Like
put it.
on
Yep.
fire, you don't add big sticks right away. You just add a starter.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
It's the kindling.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the kindling. Yep. You just put a little one out there first, then we get the big one. And if there's a problem with that first parachute, our main parachute, we have another one that's called our reserve parachute. That's our backup. And I've had to use my reserve parachute 9 times out of about 11,000 skydives. So I've had to cut away 9 times. And that means a couple of those times when I was going 120 miles an hour, my parachute tried to open, but it didn't. Not all the way. And I had to use the backup. And it sounds crazy, and it is crazy, especially because almost every time for 1,000 jumps, it works perfectly. And then all of a sudden, you're just doing your thing, thinking it's going to be a normal old skydive, and you look up and your parachute, it looks like, I don't know, someone threw a bunch of laundry into the wind. It doesn't look good. Sometimes it's really simple, though. Like, you know, when you're on a swing set and you twist yourself up in the swing, and then you just get really dizzy getting untwisted?
Yes.
Sometimes it's just like that, and we just get to untwist ourselves. Other times, the parachute's just totally blowing up and crazy, and it's chaos. And you have to pull a handle and release that main parachute, and then pull another handle, and you fire your reserve parachute. So those are probably the scary ones.
Yeah.
So 9 times.
How
is
was?
scary.
Yep.
You can go,
9
JB.
times. 9 times out of about 11,000.
Wow. How was Jackalope? Did you have fun?
Jackalope was awesome. I had so much fun. Jackalope was cool. It was a pretty cool event. I thought it was awesome to see. You guys are probably used to the skateboarding and stuff all the time, but I thought it was so cool that they did it on the beach next to the ocean. I've never seen anything like that before, especially not a half pipe.
Yeah.
I think all the competitions were really cool.
And it was awesome how they had the base jumping, the skimboarding, the FMX, skateboarding, bouldering. It was awesome.
That was so cool. And did you guys see the skydivers landing? The ones that jumped out of the plane?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We actually interviewed a skydiver at Jackalope.
You did? Who was it? Do you remember?
Yeah, well, he was a base jumper.
Sean Chuma.
Oh, yeah, Sean Chuma. He's like one of my best friends and my hero.
You know?
He's like, you know how Tony Hawk was there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sean Chuma is like Tony Hawk of base jumping.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's the man. Everyone looks up to him. He's a super good dude, super humble. He does. Have you seen the flips that guy does?
Yeah.
Yes.
You should check out his videos. He's nuts. Yeah, he's one of my best friends, but I look up to him. He's a big time hero. He and I do a lot of work together, and yeah, it's cool to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever take us skydiving?
I'll take up skydiving?
Take us skydiving.
Oh, take you skydiving. I don't know. Do you guys think you could handle it?
Yes.
You know, there's one spot in America that you can go as kids before you're 18. And I didn't tell you that if your parents are mad right now.
Is it I Fly?
How old are you?
How old am I?
No, how old do you have to be?
There's one spot in Colorado that they take people, I think, 8 years and older.
Colorado?
And, 8 years and older?
8 years and older. You're set.
Okay.
Yep.
The next national, I'm doing it.
Okay,
and if your parents are mad at me right now,
my mom's stoked.
Oh no,
right
they're
now.
psyched. Yeah, my dad's psyched.
All right, cool. That's good news. Yeah, I'll get them the information.
That sounds awesome. I can't wait to.
It is awesome. It's so fun. There's nothing like jumping out of a plane, seeing the view, going 120 miles an hour, and then flying a parachute. It's like being in a video game.
Yeah. Guess what?
What?
My mom skydived when she was younger.
Sweet.
She did?
Did she like it?
Yeah, I think so. She did it 2 times, so yeah.
Heck yeah, that sounds like she liked it. Cool.
That sounds awesome.
She loved it.
Jumping off of a building or into a plane or out of a plane. That
Yeah.
just sounds
Pretty crazy,
awesome.
huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just said something accidentally, and it's crazy to think about, but someone actually did that once. Someone, again, some of my heroes, they're called the Soul Flyers. They're super cool. They're some of the best in our sport, the best skydivers in the world, the best base jumpers in the world. They're awesome. They're called the Soul Flyers. They jumped off a mountain in wingsuits, and then they had an airplane that they knew was coming, and they flew into the airplane while it was
Into
flying.
it?
Yep, a moving airplane.
In
Yeah, I'll
Have
send you
you
guys
ever-
the video when we're done.
Have you
have you
ever
ever done
wing
that?
like wingsuited?
I have a wingsuit right behind me. Should I hold it up?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, do it.
nice,
Do it,
yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. 1 second. So
Doot, doot, doot,
This
doot,
is a-
doot, 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 doot.
this is a wingsuit. Look how big
Oh.
it is.
Oh, that's
Hang
sick.
on. Yeah, and it
Like
makes
it-
you like a big flying squirrel, right?
It's
Yeah.
like one of those like
Sugar gliders.
big wrestle
Exactly.
guys in
Yep.
diapers or something like that.
Wrestlers.
Like a suit for them.
And then this is the parachute.
Oh,
And yeah, I wear it just like a backpack to go to school.
Wow,
Okay.
it looks like a heavy a heavy backpack.
This one,
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably heavier than a school backpack. Do you see this? This
Yeah,
is the
definitely.
part we were talking about. This is
Yes.
the part that we
Yeah.
throw into the wind. And
Oh,
then when I throw that into the wind, it catches all the air, pulls this out, opens this part, and then it's going to pull these pins out, and the parachute's going to fly off my back.
That's so cool.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
hmm
Yeah, this stuff's super fun. There's a lot of ways to have fun too.
Yeah.
Do you
A lot of
have
ways to
a
have-
Awesome.
Do you have a favorite parachuting movie?
Ooh, I do.
You do?
Yeah. There's only a couple. I'm trying to think. Let me make sure I get this. Yeah, there's one that's gonna be. You're gonna watch it and be like, boring. This is the oldest movie ever. Who made this? When was this made? In 1800. It's called Point Break, and it's the best.
Point Break? It's Point Break? Point Break?
Yeah.
Oh man, I've been really wanting to watch that.
You've never seen
It's like surfing. It's surfing and skydiving, right?
Yep, it's a cult
surfing,
classic.
surfing,
we have one-
skydiving,
have-
and bank robbing.
Yes.
Yep, that's the
Bank
movie.
robbing.
You guys know it. And guess what? They remade that movie. So that movie came out when I was a kid, and I loved it. And I watched it when I was like 10 years old, and I never forgot it, and I loved it. And then as I got into this stuff for a living, I heard they were remaking that movie, and I was like, oh, sweet, that'd be so cool to work on it. And guess what? I got the
What?
phone call, and I got to work on that movie.
You
So
got
they
to.
Yep. I got to work on the remake of Point Break. But guess what? The original was better than the remake that I worked on.
Dang.
I feel like
Yeah,
I ruined
that's
my favorite
sometimes
movie.
that happens. Sometimes that
Yeah.
happens.
I know, but not when you work on it. Now I feel bad for ruining my own movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it
My own
probably
favorite
wasn't
movie.
you.
Nah.
Hey, it
Norm-
probably
Yeah.
would have been
Norm-
worse if you weren't there.
Ah, good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's the
probably-
boost I needed.
No,
Yeah.
classics are normally always the best. And I'm not
Agreed.
talking about seasons. I'm talking about movies.
All
They're
right,
always
cool.
the classics are pretty much always the best.
How
Yeah.
about you? Do you guys have a favorite movie?
Ooh.
A skateboarding movie?
What?
Ah, sure.
There's one I kind of like. It's like a little Netflix. It's like, yeah, it's like these penguins and they surf. It's called Surf's Up. I like it.
Oh,
It's pretty
sweet. I've
cool.
seen that
Oh,
one. That is a
Isn't
good
that a
one.
movie?
Yeah.
Surf's
good one.
or
Surf's
Surf's
Up.
Up?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like
I've seen that. I've
the
seen
penguin
one
guy.
and two. One and
He
two.
beats- and then there's like Kelly Slater and Rob Machado in there as like
Yeah.
penguins, and it looks so funny. Like the Rob Machado character has like a
As
bunch of
like a,
crazy hair on it. It's just so funny.
Isn't
Heck
Rob
yeah.
Machado like a seal?
A penguin.
Penguin.
Yeah.
There,
Seal.
in that
I don't
movie,
know.
there are
Whatever.
like some seals and penguins and like
Bro,
water-
the funniest character is the little the chicken. That guy's funny.
the chicken.
It's always the crazy chicken that's the
chicken.
best character.
Bro can
The
catch a wave without
chicken.
paddling, and he can be backwards.
Yeah,
Sweet.
While he's looking at while he's looking at the clouds.
yeah.
While he's looking at you skydive.
My
Boom, that's right.
my favorite skateboarding movie is either Thrashin' or Lords of Dogtown.
I
Ooh,
know.
Lords of
both good
Dogtown.
movies. I know
I
all the
knew
movies
you
you
were
guys
gonna
just
say
named.
it.
I'm surprised.
Awesome.
What? Lords of Dogtown?
Lords of Dogtown and The Ration.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Good
gonna
movies.
watch Point Break tonight though. I've
Yeah.
been dying to watch it. We have it on DVD. We just haven't got around to it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, I was wondering, how do you overcome fear when you're doing all these insane jumps?
Ooh, that's one of my favorite questions ever. I don't know that you ever completely overcome fear, right? Like, so to me, I think fear keeps me safe. Fear can be a good thing. It can tell me, hey, Matt, you're doing something that's dangerous. It's important to know when something's dangerous. You need to recognize that and make sure that you're ready to do what you're about to do. That'd be like, imagine if I just like learned to ignore fear and you guys took me to the top of the half pipe, and I was like, cool, I'm not scared, and I just did it, and I have no background in it. What's gonna happen?
You
You're
might
probably
fall, maybe.
Oh, maybe. No, I'm gonna chow, dude. I'm gonna break everything. I'm an old man. No, so
How old are you?
fear. Next question. I'm 41.
That's not old at
No,
all.
you're gonna laugh at me. You're gonna laugh at a guest on your
No,
own
no,
show.
no, no, no. I'm sorry.
Oh, take that back.
No,
dude.
I
No,
was laughing.
41's not old.
I was laughing because
I'm
you said
just
next
kidding, guys.
question.
Got it. No, so I guess going back to your question, I think fear keeps me safe. So number one, when I'm scared, I allow myself to kind of feel it and go, all right, why are you scared? And then if I realize it's like, hey, this is a scary situation, but you're prepared to be where you are, I guess I learned to control it and kind of I think that's one of my favorite things about the types of activities we like to do, the ones that kind of force you into learning how to control your thoughts and saying, I know I'm scared, but I know I put in a lot of time and practice and energy, and I'm ready to do what I'm about to do. So I learned to, number one, I learned to listen to fear, and number two, I use it to help me consider ways to make me safer. So if it means I need to get more experience or more practice, I do it. And if it means, hey, you did all the hard work, I say, you know what, fear? Not today. I'm jumping off this building. I'm ready to be here. And then I put it aside and it becomes super, super peaceful.
Yo, you're like Miles Morales from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Bro was like, I'm gonna do a gainer off this building, even though I'm probably gonna land on top of a taxi and break every bone in my body.
Yeah, I guess it's similar to that, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was like,
Except you're doing it
what's
with a
up,
parachute.
baby?
Hey, yo, it's the song. Yo, what up, Danger?
Mhm.
Doing a backflip. And this is so awesome to have you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to be on your
We're
podcast. I
stoked.
think what you guys are doing is super cool. One of my favorite parts about Jackalope was, so I'm an old man, like I said, but I love to see the younger talent in all sports coming up and doing awesome things and being positive and being cool characters. And so when I saw what you guys were up to and I got to watch you and some of your friends skate, I was just floored and excited to be a part of it and support you guys and give you shout outs on social media.
Yeah.
Do you ever listen to music when you're
Skydiving?
Skydiving?
yeah.
I
Parachuting?
do. Not
Do you
as
listen
much as a lot
to
of.
Do you listen to
What?
like what's up, Danger?
I definitely don't listen to it when I'm base jumping. And I used to listen to it a lot when I was skydiving, but I don't really listen to it much anymore. My wife does. She listens to music when she skydives.
Oh wait, she jumps too?
What? She jumps too.
too?
Get this. My wife, she skydives. She has almost as many jumps as me, but she's way better than me. She's way better than me at skydiving, and she's won like 4 national championships, 3 in a row.
Wow.
In skydiving, like what's it called? Skydiving contests? They're
Yeah, they have competitions just like skate competitions.
How do you win?
And-
Like, do you do like crazy flips, or
Like,
do you try
isn't
to
it
hit
like
a target?
Closest to the target?
So
Sometimes.
there's Yep. So everything you guys have said is right. So there's a number of ways that we can compete. Just like in skateboarding, there's a couple different types of, like, there's park, there's half pipe, and I don't know. You guys can tell me all the other types of skateboarding.
And
But
bowl.
in skydiving, sometimes it has to do with who's closest to the target or who flies the parachute the best. And which she won a national championship in that. And then there's another one that's basically, I'm trying to think of another good sport to compare to. But basically what they do is they fly around each other, they're teams, and they do, like you said, they do flips and they do all these crazy moves, and they've got a routine. And once they see who performs the best, who is the most in sync, they score your performance, and then after a couple
nice.
rounds, they pick the winner.
Did she compete in jackalope?
She did, yeah. She was the girl that was on the podium. Did you guys see the BaseJumper podium?
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't. Oh wait,
No?
you did?
I did.
I was on the podium,
think I
and
did.
Sean Schuma was on the podium, and
Yeah.
and Katie Hansen, that's my wife. Yeah, the three of us were on the
yeah.
podium.
Remember,
That's
dude?
awesome.
It was like when we were walking out, we went up to them and we got a picture with them.
Yes, we got a picture with Sean Schuma.
Sean.
He made a bullseye, right?
Yeah, he did. So did I, but his was way better. I tried to tease him and tell him mine was better, but his was better. He stomped it. I only got 1 foot on the bullseye. He got both dead center.
Oh wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good winner, good sport.
Yeah. So I was wondering if you could tell me a joke.
Dang,
You're gonna
you
put me on
stole-
the spot just like that? I told you I wasn't prepared with jokes. I thought you guys had the jokes.
You always gotta come prepared on Grommet Vomit.
That's my
Okay,
joke,
Grommet
that's my joke.
Vomit, what type of socks do bears wear?
Actually,
I'm just kidding. That's
wear
a bad
Vans.
question. That's a bad
I
joke.
wear Vans.
They don't wear
I wear
socks.
Vans.
They go barefoot.
Oh, but guess what? I wear Vans
No,
and
put me on
stance,
the spot. You got
and
a joke.
technically that counts as a bear because my last name's Bear.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
right. You're right. And you go with Vans, huh?
Yeah, Vans and stance. But I like your joke. It was good.
Guess what?
You want to go?
Guess what my old job was. Well,
What?
first I should ask like this: how old are you guys?
10.
9. I'm 9. Or I'll be
9?
10 on June 18th.
All right,
Birthday
you're gonna be
coming
10.
up.
And how about you, Duke?
10.
10. I used to be a 5th grade school teacher.
Oh,
Are
nice.
you guys
Whoa,
going into 5th?
grade?
When I started skydiving, I was just doing it with my summers off, and so I would be a school teacher, and I taught 5th grade, and then with my summers off, I was just skydiving all the time. And then I would go back to the school year and be Mr. L. All right, everyone, back in your seats. Sit down, do your homework. And then I eventually had to quit that and just skydive full time and base jump full time.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
I got to actually skydive into the school that I was a teacher at, and then all the kids were going nuts. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And wait,
I have.
you skydive in your suit, and then you land. You're like, everybody, go to seats. Class is in session.
That's the way you get a student's attention right there.
Yeah.
I have a joke. Okay, why didn't the cow go skydiving? Why didn't he want to go skydiving?
Tell me.
The
Why?
stakes were too high.
Ooh.
It has to be medium rare.
Medium rare.
I also got
rare.
another one. I got another one, but you probably have heard this.
Yeah, let
What's
me go
the
first.
hardest thing? Okay, you go
Okay,
first.
thank you.
I already know what
So-
you're gonna say.
I wasn't cut out for skydiving, or I wasn't cut out for skydiving school, so I dropped out.
Ooh, I haven't heard that one.
Okay, what's the hardest thing about parachuting?
I
Is
know.
it the ground?
The
Yes, it
ground.
is.
Yeah. I
Brrr.
haven't heard that one.
Bada bing ching.
Boom.
Remember what you said? It makes
Bada
it
bing
funny.
ching. Bada bing. No, you gotta go. Bada bing.
Yeah.
Bing.
Do you have any words of wisdom or vomit for all the grommets out
Vomit.
there?
Do you have any words of wisdom? Whatever you
Or
do,
vomit.
if you find what you love, if you find something that really, really, like you guys with skateboarding or me with parachutes, once you find something that you love, put all your energy into it, put all your thought into it, take it seriously. Remember, you do it to have fun. So don't get caught up trying to be the coolest kid out there. Just have as much fun as you can. Be good to other people and be fun to be around. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Everybody
Yeah.
hear that? Be fun to be around.
Everybody.
Can we follow you anywhere on Instagram or YouTube or anything?
I have yep, you can follow Tandem Base Moab, and you'll see me throw people off cliffs for on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. Yeah, all of those sites, and that's where we have the most interaction right now. Our TikTok's blowing up this month. A couple of months ago, our Instagram was.
nice.
Yeah, Tandem Base Moab. That's the business that I run, and that's where I throw people off cliffs for their
Throw people off cliffs?
Yeah, I attach them to the front of me, walk them up to the edge of the cliff, and say, "Are you ready?" And they say, "No, no, please don't." And then we jump, and then they love it.
Yeah.
You murderer!
No. You troll.
Where do you like to jump at? Where is your favorite place to jump?
Well, I live in a place called Moab, Utah, and Moab's amazing. We've got cliffs everywhere. We've got 2 national parks here, so it's super, super pretty. It's where I jump the most these days. But I've also spent a lot of time skydiving in Hawaii, Dubai, Norway, Switzerland, France. Colorado's really cool. California's really cool. I've been all over. Yeah, so I don't know. I think favorite's a dirty word. I think it's a bad word. I think there's a lot of cool places, and none of you don't have to narrow it down to one. Just enjoy everywhere you go, and yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So what future goals do you think you have for skydiving and base jumping?
I am at a point where I've done a lot of my biggest goals. So really my biggest goal is just keep meeting new people, keep having fun, seeing people younger than me advance, succeed, do better than I ever did. I love taking people on their first jump, so I want to make thousands more tandems base jumps with people. I want to do a couple more jackalope events. I think that was awesome. And there's 1 or 2 big stunts that I've got planned, hopefully for the next year. And I can't say too much, but there's going to be some circus tricks, maybe a circus cannon that's going to fire me off a cliff. Yeah, right. Yeah. So I don't know. That's what we're working on and dreaming up some fun stuff with friends.
Yeah. Well, thank you
That's
so much
awesome.
for coming on the podcast.
No, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, I think what you guys are doing awesome. I think your podcast is awesome. Your personalities are awesome, and I'm super stoked to follow you guys. And if you guys ever go skydiving in Colorado before you're 18, you better let me know so I can be there.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Hey, I gotta teach you the grab and handshake. It might kind of be hard because we're over screens, but you gotta go like this. Wait, stick your hand out. You gotta go like boom, boom, boom,
boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
I got a person to come do it with me.
All right.
My dad.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Vomit out.
Bye.